I'm Shirley Hurst, and this is the work table at the Shade Shop and Lighting Gallery. And I'm going to show you all some great options for lighting in your home, made from different things you already own or things you may pick up in a flea market or whatever. But they're all a little bit different, and I'll start with this one. This is an antique bust that is very heavy and obviously not going to be drilled, but put on this mahogany base that I had made. And you can have a myriad of options for shades, and so the idea would be to have the base with the rod going up the back, and that way you haven't in any way hurt the piece itself. So we'll put that on the base and show you your options for shades. So now we have the bust is on the base, and I'm going to show you a couple of options. I'm going to turn on the lamp so that you can see the difference in the color, and this would be great where you're not needing to read or need as much light. This is chocolate brown, which looks beautiful with the base, and then with the bust, excuse me. And then there's this option, which gives you a little more light. Both of these shades are fairly formal, and probably you'd want to keep it that way because the piece itself is on the formal side. And now I have put on the finial, which is the last piece, and you have a finished lamp. Now this rooster would be made into a lamp just like we did the bust. You would have a base made with the rod going up the back, and you could turn your rooster, you know, this way if it worked in your room, or this way. But I'm just going to show you the options for what you can do with shades. So here is a shade that brings out the color of the rooster's comb. And this is a silk shade, and obviously a little more formal. And then here is a nice white linen shade, which looks nice because the rooster has a lot of white in it. And that's always a good look. And then there's this one, which is burlap, and I love this fabric. It's just a little less, it's pretty chunky, and for my taste, I probably wouldn't pick that out for this rooster because it's pretty busy, and the rooster itself has enough going on. So that is 3 good options for the rooster, and of course you could always pick out a blue or a gold, but I just picked out this red color in the comb because I thought it was fun. This is a pair of bronze whippets that I am making into lamps for a client, and they're on small marble bases, and I'm going to make the base, each base, a little bit larger, not because it needs it, but because it will give the give us a place to put the rod up to hold the shade. And I'm going to paint these the same color as the green marble that's on here. But I'm going to show you a couple of options for shading these. And this would allow you to have a little more light. This is a taupey silver shade. And small, it keeps the lamp small. So it would be beautiful on a bookcase or a mantle or just in a small area. And this is a black shade which looks gorgeous over the bronze, and it has a gold inside which puts a wonderful glow over the entire piece. This beautiful silver trophy is almost 100 years old and is not in need of a base because the base of the trophy is big enough, and I felt like a base would distract from the beauty of the cup itself. It was turned into a lamp by just putting a recessed cap in here. The cord comes from the socket, and that way you don't have to drill through the trophy. And the customer and I picked out this beautiful shade to go on the trophy. We have a silver finial to finish it off, and this preserves the piece, and the family will enjoy this hopefully for another 100 years. And it hadn't been harmed in any way, and it's a beautiful lamp. Okay, now this piece is a little bit different. This is a vase that I bought specifically for the handles and the color. It's a great accent color that a lot of people use in their homes, and a little less involved to make into a lamp. This is drilled, and I have the cord coming around the back so you can see. Just drilled out the back. It's not, you know, an expensive vase, and you can certainly pick up a piece of pottery in a lot of different places around here. But I didn't put it on a base because it wasn't necessary. And then I glued the cap onto the top to give it that nice finished look. And then the top here had a little piece that we turned into a finial. So we put the shade on. We have a great finial that ties in with the color of the lamp and gives it a great finished look. And I picked an oval shade, which draws attention to the handles on the urn, because that lends itself to an oval shade. And also an oval is nice because it doesn't take up as much room as a great big round shade. This is a great floor lamp that was made by a local artisan, and he has collected these old fishing poles and bamboo poles for years, and which you can do by going to any rummage sales around town and bringing these pieces in. But he put them on a base, as you can see down here, and has them all wired into a piece of cork, and then they are adhered up here, and he's used a bobber for the pull chain for the light. He even has a little cork on the back, and I just think it is a great look. And we picked out this shade, and I think it makes a very handsome floor lamp, and something that if you're a collector of things like he is, of fishing poles, then you could do the same thing. So I've shown you lots of examples of different things that you may have in your home or you may not, that you can turn into lamps, and the fact is just about anything can be made into a lamp. So if you want to come by and chat about it, that's great. We're here in Ivy Square Shopping Center Monday through Saturday 10 to 5, and we are happy to help you figure out your lamp. Thanks so much.